What's up, everyone? It's your girl Brain Shanae, and today I'm here to finally share with you my July reading plans. Now, there's going to be a lot of mixtures of genres going on. I'm going to be participating in Summerween this year, and also July Noir is occurring this month as well. So I'm really excited to get into what I'll be reading for July. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I have been on like my manga kick for the last like couple of months now, and so it's like I just can't stop, and so I'm just constantly reading manga. So for this month, my goal is to read all 11 volumes of Vampire Dormitory. This is a nice paranormal romance going on here, and I'm just really excited to get into this because I watched the anime, and so now that the first season of Vampire Dormitory, which is on Crunchyroll, since the first season is now over, I want to read the manga because I need to know what happens next. I need to know what happens to Mito and Ruka, Rin, Juri, Takara, all of that. So I just had to do it. I had to treat myself. So I went ahead and got all 11 volumes. I think there's going to be 2 more volumes that are coming out that's going to be translated from Japanese to English. I think there's going to be another manga coming out. Either the 12th volume is coming out this month or in September, but I'm not really sure. But I want to get in this and read it and just experience, Ruka and Mito's love all over again. So I'm going to be reading this. The next book that I'm going to be reading this month is for my members. I do have a membership on my channel, which you are welcome to join. We started the first book last month, so this is we're reading the second book in a series. So that is going to be The Bone Shard Emperor. This is by Andrea Stewart. This is the second book in the Drowning Empire series. And so I'm really excited to start this one. This is going to be fun. And yeah, for my memberships, once again, you are free to join. We always have a live discussion at the beginning of the following month. So I always give you that wiggle room of that extra week of reading the book, so if the previous month was a busy reading month, you still have another week to read the book. So yeah, an extra little wiggle room, but I'm really excited to get into this one. The next book that I really want to get into, I'm debating if I might use this for July Noir. I have to look at the prompts and which location that I want to use this for, but I'm going to be reading Midnight Rooms by Danye Coles. This recently came out. It's going to be coming out. I think it came out on the 2nd, I'm not really sure. I haven't heard people talking about this book enough, but I want to get into it. It literally says Catherine House meets Crimson Peak in the spine-chilling debut historical gothic thriller that will leave you questioning who or what you can trust. And it's set in England in 1840. And it goes on to say, Arabella Monthrop spies an unexpected visitor in her uncle's parlor. Scruffy in appearance, yet claiming to be the scion of a fabulously wealthy family, Elias Blackersby, declares a deep desire to make Arabella his wife, the orphan daughter of a white man and a black woman, an outsider with no fortune or connections. Arabella never expected to marry, but her uncle has many debts, and Arabella, curious about the seeming devotion Elias bestows upon her, agrees. And then it goes on to say the new bride is whisked away to Cornhall Manor, the Blackersby family estate. Expecting splendor, Arabella is shocked to find darkness, decay, and secrets. Arabella can never venture outside unattended. She spends her days having tea with a catatonic sister-in-law and evenings at Elias's side, dutifully hosting lavish dinners. Becoming dizzy and drowsy after meals, she falls into fitful sleep filled with macabre dreams and is disturbed by blood-curdling screams in the night. In the morning, she awakens covered in mysterious bruises. The longer Arabella stays in this place, the more she loses parts of herself. How long until she no longer exists? So, I'm really excited to get into this, and I feel like this book would be perfect for, I'm trying to think of, I forget the house, but it's something that where, something is consuming someone's body, like an incubus, a succubus or something of that sort. I gotta remember. It's not coming to mind. But I'm like, either I really want to figure out if I could fit this into one of the houses for July Noir. So this is probably going to be one of the books that I read for July Noir. Either way, I'm still going to read this. It sounds amazing. The next book that I'm planning on reading for July Noir, this is going to be for Ruby's Crew, which I have a middle grade, and I also have a graphic novel, and I'm really excited to get into both of them. So the first book is Root Magic by Eden Royce. I didn't get to read this last year, so I want to read it this year for July Noir. For a second, I was thinking, like, wait a minute, I still have to think of Blackoween, like all my TBR for Blackoween, but I have a few months, you know, a couple of months still, so it'll be okay. Everything will be fine. So yeah, I decided to go with Root Magic because I didn't get to read it last year for Blackoween, so I want to read it for July Noir, and this fits Ruby's Crew. And then another one that also fits Ruby's Crew is A Bitter Root, and this is volume 2. I really love the first volume. At first I was thinking of getting the compendium, you know, the one that has all the manga, not manga, Lord forgive me, the one that has all of the volumes together, but I was like, no, I actually like the different covers, so I don't mind it. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this. I loved the first volume, so I cannot wait to get into the second one. So there is that. Another book that I really want to read, romantasy is like a hit or miss for me. It just gotta, I don't know. There's some romances that I really do love, and then there's some it's just like, it really didn't need to be a romance. It could just been a fantasy book. But I really want to get into this one because I've heard nothing but great things about it, especially during reader sprints, the people that I really trust, who pretty much are friends to me. I feel they're my friends, and they pretty much were telling me that this is a really good book. And so I'm going to be reading When the Moon Hatched. This is by Sarah A. Parker. This is a new romantasy that recently came out. Yes, this is the Waterstones edition. I just couldn't help myself. But yeah, so it's beautiful. Sprayed edges, stenciled edges, so why not? Even on the back it says, his fire and brimstone. He's fire and brimstone, I'm shattered ice. I'll gladly burn beneath him until the world comes crumbling down. Whew, need I say more? But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this, so I'm here for it. I'm here for it. The next book that I'm really excited to also read is a local author, and he'll be coming, well, he lives here, but he will be attending the book festival that will be happening next weekend, which I'll be attending, and I'll also able to be invited to the book festival preview, so the day before the festival officially begins, and there'll be some authors that will be attending. So I'm hoping that he comes because I really would love for him to sign my book if he possibly can. But it is There's Always This Year on Basketball and Ascension by Hanif Habrabi. This is by the author of the National Book Finalist A Little Devil in America. And he is a local author. He is from Columbus. And literally, I feel like I've seen him before because he said like his local branch, where his local branch is, that's where I always was as a kid. That's every chance that I got, I always would walk to my local library. I always would hang out and be on the computers and whatnot. And he looks so freaking familiar. But I'm really excited to meet him. And yeah, so I want to read this book before I meet him. That's all I gotta say. But there is this. The next two are manga. I've been reading Demon Slayer like crazy, and I'm trying not to watch the anime just yet because I want to finish all the 23 volumes. So far I'm on volumes 8 and 9. So here is volumes 8 of Demon Slayer, and here is volume 9 of Demon Slayer. So I'm really excited to read these, and I need to read these really quick before I have to return them back to the library because I do not need to have an overdue charge. So there is that. The next book that I plan on reading is going to be for Summerween. Literally this book alone covers all the prompts, so I was like, that is perfect. So the book that I'm going to be reading is The Last Murder at the End of the World. This is by Stuart Torden. So really excited for this. It goes on to say, outside the island there is nothing. The world was destroyed by a fog that swept the planet, killing anyone it touched. On the island it is idyllic. 122 villagers and 3 scientists living in peaceful harmony. The villagers are content to fish, farm, and feast, to obey their nightly curfew, to do what they're told by the scientist, until To the horror of the islanders, one of their beloved scientists is found brutally stabbed to death, and then they learn that the murder has triggered a lowering of the security system around the island, the only thing that was keeping the fog at bay. If the murder isn't solved within 107 hours, the fog will smother the island and everyone on it. But the security system has also wiped everyone's memories of exactly what happened the night before, which means that someone on the island is a murderer and they don't even know it. So I am here for it. Really, and I think the island is like located somewhere in Greece. I could be wrong. I think that might be a different book, to be quite honest with you, but I'm here for it. This follows all the prompts, a book that has a sky on it. It has more than 5 words on it as well. I'm going to read this book at night. So all the prompts that follow for Summerween, this book fits it perfectly. So literally my TBR is complete. So here is that. But there was also another book that I was thinking of adding either for July Noir and Summerween, or both, because I really want to get into this one as well, and that is The Reformatory by Anarchy. I think I might actually read this for both for Summerween and for July Noir. I haven't made up my mind yet, because there are some more books by Anarchy that I want to read during Blackoween, and I don't want to read multiple books by her at the same time, especially when they're completely 2 different things. So I feel like this is a perfect time for me to read The Reformatory. I've heard nothing but great things about it. Also, there's a blurb by Stephen Graham Jones, says Book of the Decade, and then also by S.A. Cosby, Do at Her Best. So I'm here for it. I'm here for it. So there's that. And then last but not least, hopefully, now mind you, I'm a mood reader, so there might be more books that I read this month outside of the books I'm showing you today. But another one that I'm going to be reading, which I'm not really hopeful for, but I just want to finish the series and to pretty much end it, because I have the other 2 books in the series. I love the first one. The second book didn't love, but it was gifted to me, so I'm keeping it. And so now I was like, I might as well just finish this series. Hopefully it won't be really painful. Hopefully it'll be painless. And that is Children of Anguish and Anarchy by Tomi Adeyemi. This is the 3rd and final book in the series. And I don't know. I've been hearing a lot of mixed things about this. I've heard some people love it and some people giving it 2 stars. It's just, I don't know. But I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna see what happens with Zaylee and all that. I'm just gonna see what happens. I'm not very hopeful. I'm hoping that it, like I said, it will be painless as possible, because the second one really turned me off. So there is that. But those are all the books I plan on reading in July. So we have my Summerween TBR. We also have my July Noir TBR as well. So I'm really looking forward to this month. This is going to be a fun reading month. Getting to see people with their TBRs for Summerween, and also it's going to be an awesome freaking month for July Noir that Bree has brought upon us. You know, Bree from the Booktuber. So I'm really excited to read all these phenomenal books and manga. And I cannot wait to, like I said, to see what everyone else comes up with the prompts for July Noir, because I'm like, I need help, because I'm like, I know this has to go with something, and I know the Reformatory also goes with something, and there's some other middle grade books that I also want to read as well, and there's some other thrillers. So who knows, like I said, there's gonna probably be more books that I'm going to be adding to this TBR, but because, you know, due to my mood. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. I know it was all over the place, but then again, this is me. This is my life. Please take me for as I am. Take me as I am. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I cannot wait once again to see everyone else's TBRs. I know they're going to be absolutely amazing for Summerween and also for July Noir. But thank you once again. Thank you once again for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to hit that bell, because it will let you know when there'll be more videos of mine that will be coming really soon. But once again, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you all are staying healthy and staying safe, and I hope y'all have a happy 4th of July. Bye everyone.